Hello YouTube, my name's Lila if you don't already know, and I hope you are enjoying my channel. I'm putting together for you a whole playlist on all the things you need to know if you are cloth nappying. If you are enjoying these videos, please feel free to subscribe for free because it really does help me out. If you have been watching those videos on my cloth nappying playlist, you will learn that I am a big advocate of buying your cloth nappies secondhand. And so this video is going to be all about some potential problems that may arise when you receive your bundle of secondhand cloth nappies and how to correct them. So this video is not to put you off buying secondhand, it's to hopefully help with any disappointment and make them good as new. As always, feel free to drop any comments below, any questions and video suggestions. So if you've already decided to watch this video, I'm assuming that you probably don't need to hear the statistics on disposable nappies. We all know that they are so detrimental to our planet, filling up our landfills, they're not biodegradable. Cloth nappies is the future. When I had Lavella and I made the decision to cloth nappy, I obviously started researching them, where I could buy them from, and it just became really clear that the best way to go about starting was to buy a big secondhand bundle. Number one, it was just so cost effective. I've mentioned this in a few of my other videos. I think one of the main reasons people are initially put off by beginning cloth nappying is the upfront cost. So like if you're starting with disposables, you're only buying one packet to begin with. I mean, at that point, you're not really realizing how many nappies you're gonna have to buy. But with cloth nappies, you're buying the whole bundle up front, so it can be a little bit off-putting. However, it's an investment into your baby till your last child is finished potty training. I managed to get a humongous bundle that cloth nappied 2 children. So I had way more than enough for Lavella for £150, and that included so much variety. There was all different brands and all different kinds of cloth nappies. And that brings me on to my second point, is that by getting a secondhand bundle, you're getting to experience the different kinds of cloth nappies, to find what works best for you, to find out what you like and maybe what fits best on your baby. There are a few different kinds of cloth nappies, so for me, it was a great way to just be able to have them all in front of me and get a feel for them instead of having to commit to one style, say like pocket or pre-folds or all-in-ones, and buying them brand new. What if you didn't like them? That was one of my concerns anyway. Reuse, recycle, repair. I completely get that some people might feel a little bit funny about getting secondhand nappies, especially if you're new to the topic. But for me, it really didn't seem a problem because I'd read up on how you can clean and sterilize these nappies so they are fresh as brand new for your baby. If you do feel a little bit funny about buying secondhand off another parent and child, maybe watching this video will help you see a different perspective of it and how you can get more nappies for your money. So I'm going to jump straight in. 5 potential problems that can occur when you buy a secondhand bundle of cloth nappies and how to correct them. Okay, so number 1 is sometimes you might find the elastic around the leg is a little bit slack. This is pretty crucial because the elastic around the leg, around the thigh, is what stops leaks. So what I recommend is when you are buying a secondhand bundle, whether it's on Marketplace or eBay, ask the seller what the quality of the elastic around the leg is like. Obviously, with it being secondhand, you want to find out how used that elastic actually is. Hopefully then the seller will be completely honest with you. If there is the odd nappy with loose elastic, I wouldn't really say that that is a big issue, because you can replace the elastic. Some of them, I know definitely the Bum Genius ones, you can buy these little packets with a replacement elastic for the nappy and instructions of how to do that. I know my friend recently ordered her secondhand bundle of cloth nappies, and when she received them, most of the nappies had these little packets with them. They weren't in need of a replacement elastic just yet, but they were there ready. Say you're going to keep your nappies for your next child, they say each child you should be checking the elastic and replacing it where necessary. So that's really helpful to know, because I did actually start using some that the elastic was loose around the leg and I didn't know that you could replace them, and then when I found out that you could, the nappies become a lot more effective. Another common problem, if the seller hasn't stripped the nappies before selling them, you might find that you might be able to smell a slight off smell. It can probably happen because the person who's selling them has got so used to the smell of their own detergent that it's maybe masking some smells. And I know it sounds completely gross, but bear with me. The easiest and best way to correct this, and I recommend that you do this regardless of whether your secondhand nappies smell or not, is to strip them. I have a whole video on this, and I think it's really important when you receive secondhand nappies to do this. I'm gonna drop a link up here now of that video. You want to strip your nappies because the reason sometimes cloth nappies can smell is because there's such a buildup of particles, which could be laundry powder or laundry liquid. There's such a pileup that actually it affects the absorbency of the nappy. Therefore, the urine can't be absorbed properly. And if it sits in there for quite a long time, it could end up giving off a funny smell. So that's going to eliminate any kind of pong that you might be able to detect. Okay, point number 3. Let's say you start using these secondhand cloth nappies and you start to wonder why the absorbency is not great on some of them and maybe great on others. So what is it about these particular nappies that maybe aren't absorbing well? Well, like I said in the previous point, it could be to do with the fact you need to strip them. So there could be a pileup of different kinds of particles, a pileup of any kind of particles within the liners or the cloth nappy itself are going to affect the absorbency. So before chucking that nappy and thinking, oh, well, this one's way overused, definitely worth stripping them first. Another reason that a nappy may lack absorbency is, bringing me back to the first point, the elastic. Check the elastic if you haven't thought about that already. Another reason, which would be very hard to determine, would be that the laminate on the waterproof side of the cloth nappy has potentially damaged. This can happen from drying your cloth nappies directly on a radiator. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I hope that this doesn't put you off, because what I'm trying to do is help you navigate through these problems that you might come across. They're really not as big as they sound. And even if you did get the odd nappy that had a damaged laminate and therefore wasn't super absorbent, that's only one dud nappy, let's say, out of the entire bundle you've got. And you usually find that when you buy a bundle, you're getting loads. You're getting so many nappies, so quite a rare thing really that the laminate would be damaged. But it's just worth knowing. The fourth thing was a definite immediate problem that I found when I opened my box, that I was completely overwhelmed and confused at the different kinds of cloth nappies and where on earth they all fit together, what went with what even is this, what even is this. That was probably because I just dived straight into cloth nappying and bought a bundle before I actually even knew much about them, to be honest. I just knew that I wanted these reusable nappies. You've got your inserts, you've got your liners, and you've got your cloth nappy outer, whatever that might be. It might be a pocket nappy, it might be a wrap style, it might be pre-folds with a cover. If you are interested in another video of me showing different kinds of nappies, that might be interesting. Drop a comment below if you would like to see that video. Sometimes it doesn't actually matter because you can mix and match. You could put inserts that were meant for another nappy in with this nappy. So once you understand, I suppose, what an insert does, what the liner is for, and which are the outer pieces, you can technically mix and match. What I found as well is just looking for the small labels. I know that seems really obvious now that I'm thinking about it. Look for tiny labels of brands and you will probably be able to match them together as well. The last point is something that I think would rarely happen in receiving a secondhand bundle. I did receive a couple, so I thought I would share it. Out of the massive bundle that I received, there was a couple of stained liners. When you get into cloth napping, you will realize that a stained nappy isn't as gross as you're probably thinking right now. It's not dirty, it's not unhygienic, it's literally just a stain. Yes, from the poop. So with stained liners now, try my best to get them out, whether that's soaking them or using, you know, like some sort of vanish on them. But when you receive a couple, perhaps, with a stain on that was secondhand, for me, I didn't feel comfortable in keeping those But waste not, want not, I did keep them, and I cut them up and I used them as cleaning rags. They did not need to go in the bin because they're great material. So I chopped them ones up. I didn't keep them. In hindsight, I probably could have kept them and got the stains out of them. It's all about what you feel comfortable with, and everybody is different. Everybody has different levels of cringe. So all in all, I would say the best thing you could do is buy a massive secondhand bundle. You're saving on money. You can correct the majority of the things that might go wrong with them. This is not to say you're going to receive a bundle with like bad elastic that's stink and stained. Like, that's not necessarily going to happen. These are all like rare occasions, but I'm just giving you the knowledge that I know. But the amount you're getting in it makes up for the odd one that you may have to get rid of or use as a dirt rag. So I hope that this video was informative and helpful, and pop any video suggestions below. Any questions you have to do with cloth nappies, I will answer as best as I possibly can. I'm not by any means an expert. I'm just sharing with you all the knowledge that I've gained from being a first-time cloth nappy mama, buying a secondhand bundle, and being a complete advocate of them. I really hope you enjoy your day. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye!